Welcome to this episode of Liberty Creek, and we made it to Father's Day weekend up at Liberty Creek. We just came up. I got out of work about an hour and a half early, and Jen and I are ready for a fun-filled Saturday. It's Friday. I'm going to try to cut the grass maybe now. I got about 2 hours of sunlight, or maybe a little bit more. We just pulled in. And I found this plate sitting, I don't know where the hell this plate came from. Do we even have bowls like that? We do. Oh, we do. So someone left a bowl somewhere out here. And look, Jen just told me about this. I have not seen this yet, folks. Hang on. Let me show you what Jennifer has found. When I got out of the truck, I came right in because I had to go use the restroom. But Jennifer saw the plate on the ground and tried to pick it up and take a look. Hang on.
You could pick it up just in case the bird's back. So I picked it up and a bird came flying out of it. Because, oh, he's got babies. What are we going to do? I don't know what to do. Maybe we could put it under there?
Well, don't touch them.
No, I'm not going to touch them. I can pick up the food.
So Jen's gonna bring the bird nest over there, and hopefully they don't get your scent on it, because the birds will probably put it on the rock and put the cover back. But how about over here? Hey, don't move it that far away. I have no idea about birds. Put it on that rock there and put the plate back on it. I hope it.
I think it should be on the ground.
All right, whatever. All right, so hopefully the bird could find its way back and find the little nest with the eggs, with the babies. I have no idea why it would ever try to make a nest underneath the plate, but it did. Very strange.
I didn't see what kind of bird it was. It just all I saw was fluttering when it.
So there was a bird under there. Jen picked it up. The bird jumped out and ran away. Anyway, she put the plate underneath the cabin's porch over here about 10 feet away. And we'll find out if it's ever going to return. Yeah, everything's popping. Grass needs to be cut. I'm going to try to cut it real quick and go from there. I brought up a whole bunch of pine that Vinny got me. If you're a follower of ours and you're on Facebook, I think I put a picture of the plate and not the plate. I think I put a picture of a bunch of wood I already cut up. It's just kindling. It is basically Jen and I buy our kindling, which I can make the kindling, but we buy those bags from like Big Y, Stop and Shop. You could buy it for $10 and it lasts a good amount of fires. It's just to get, some nice coals. The pine goes right up, it stays hot. Now basically Vin works near a place that makes boxes, shipping boxes, and their scrap from making the boxes, they put it out on the curb, and anybody wants to scrap, you could take it. And usually it's crap, but this time they put out a whole bunch of scrap pine. So I'm going to cut them in strips, and we don't have to spend the $10 for the little bag. We'll have so much damn pine that it'll be ridiculous for at least a year or two. But I'm looking around. I see the bird feeder down here. It looks like it's been squashed. So I didn't have anything in it, so I don't know why Yogi would rip that down. But it looks like he did, if he did. What else is going on? That pine down there, dead as a doornail. Something killed that. Maybe when I was cutting down the other trees, I hit the root or something. This, like I said, I need to clean up over there. It's just more of the same. See what else we could discover. We haven't been up here in about 2 weeks. I have not had a new video out. I have, let's see, I have, I think, three two more videos in this one I need to edit to get out to everyone. The channel is not a priority of mine at all. So I do try to get content out because I have some great subscribers that like to see what we're up to. So I will be working on a video to get it out to you. And until then, you know, just stay tuned. I'll get one every now and then. I think I always say this and then I change it up. That's because a video will get traction and it will take off and I'll get, you know, a little motivated. But I think, you know, probably the updates and the videos will start getting to maybe once a month now. I used to have it like weekly or every 2 weeks, or I'll have some shorts. It doesn't look like I'm getting too much interest. It doesn't take much time to do when I do it on my free time as a hobby. A lot of people will say, oh man, maybe if you don't do the YouTube channels, you could get more done. No, this, besides me chatting it up and giving me something to do while I'm up here, the editing portion I do when I'm sitting in front of the TV watching the Yankee game. So no, this doesn't take up any time of mine and take me away from anything I have to do. I just got too much stuff to do. And somewhere on the list is edit YouTube videos, but it's so far down. That's why you guys get videos like once a month now, if that. Yeah, so here we are. Here's your update. Everything's popping. It is Father's Day weekend. You know what that means? That all the little flying crazy flies and mosquitoes and all that crap will be going away. But it is still cool up here. Usually by now it is warm and there's tons of flying insects. I think this year we might have escaped it because it's been so cool. Because I don't see it. Right now I should be being attacked. Maybe last weekend I didn't come up, it was bad. I'm not sure. But right now it's not bad. I could see a couple things flying around. But if you're a subscriber, you know. I got bug nets and shit. I didn't have to put one on at all this year yet. So we're up here. Let me go start cutting this grass if I could get to it, and we'll see what this weekend brings us.
The next day.
So we've been hanging around the cabin inside for a good amount of time. I think it's like 11 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's like on and off, still raining. I'm going to back my truck up over here on the porch, unload this bunch of scrap pine that Vinny was able to get me. We may start chopping it up now. I'm going to get that tote that's underneath the cabin that had the mice in it from one of the last episodes. I'm going to fill that with all sticks of pine so we have nice dry wood for kindling come this winter. And whatever I don't chop up, maybe I'll just chop up the smaller, and I'll use it for the fire pit. But I think if we fill that to the top, that'll be plenty for like 2 years to start the fires in the cabin for the winter. Because really, the little bags, we must go through 3 or 4 bags at the cabin a year. They're $10 each. That's $40. That bin will probably represent like 8, 9, 10 bags. Yeah. And these are a little bit thicker. Yeah. Might be able to get the splitter and actually split them to be smaller if you wanted it. No. But all right, so that's what I'm gonna do now. It's still chilly. It's probably in the 50s, low 50s right now. But I'm gonna try to get something accomplished. I need to get that stuff out of the back of the bed of my truck. So I'll set you up, let you watch what the hell we get done. I don't know.
2 very boring minutes later.
So here we go. I got a whole bunch of wood in the back of my truck. Started unloading it, setting up the saw. I'm gonna go get that box. I'm gonna start the generator, and we're gonna cut all this pine. I mean, it's they build boxes, so whatever boxes they were building, These are the rip-offs. I don't know. It looks like pallet, maybe some type of pallets or something they were making. But I'll take it. But now, I already cut up about this much of last time. And I have stacked in my garage. I think I put a picture on our Facebook page. Like a stack this high, about 4 feet wide, 3 feet deep. Or the other way around. Yeah. So I have all that at home. I even started a new little pile from this one. But, you know, it takes time cutting all this. I got nothing but time right now because of the rain up on the porch. And this is quite a lot. This is going to be a lot. I'm going to have a lot left over. I'll probably just stack it underneath the porch for the fire pit once we fill our box. And this blade on this saw is much smaller than the saw I got at home. Saw at home I could do 2 stacks of probably about 6 high of these, and I could cut them, and they come out, and then I stack them. And I could probably only do maybe like 2 or 3 at a time with this saw.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
All right, so we are finished loading the bin that I took from underneath the cabin. This is the bin that the mice were in, but we cleaned it all out. So look at this. We filled it. What's amazing to me is we don't know how much. Gotta be at least $100 worth of scrap wood in there that we usually would have to purchase because it's just more convenient. But we probably would have got more out of it because the sticks are like twice as small as that. But this will start the fire quicker. But it amazed me. I had 3/4 full to the top. You know, it wasn't stacked perfect of wood. And this little pile here and that little pile there is the only thing I have left. After cutting it, we squeezed it all into this box. It's amazing how that worked out. I thought I was going to have a ton of leftover pine for the fire pit. I got a bunch of scraps you can see over here. These are scrap ends, the little small pieces. That not much. That was, you know, the runoffs of those. But that's it, knock on wood. It actually stopped raining on us. Jen's been chilling. I don't know how much you've seen when the battery died of us doing this work, but Jen's been chilling in her little chair, and we've been out here probably for about an hour and a half, I would say. Yeah, at least. So this is all done now. We gotta clean it up. I think I'll cut some of these big pieces just in half for the fire pit, and that's it. That's it. We're gonna try to squeeze this, just slide it underneath the cab and put the top on. I have to get a little duct tape or something because the mice chewed a hole in the top last year. I'm sure mice can still get in here. Not sure if they would want to. Maybe, you know, the freaking mice. But yeah, looks good. Got this accomplished. We, you know, a little check in the check box, and I think I'm gonna probably hang our new flag. Pops bought us some new flags for the cabin. He got me a new Marine Corps flag. He heard me on one of my videos saying that I needed some flags, and we got a new American flag. Since it's Flag Day, I think we'll hang the American flag on the big pole. I'll watch you me put that up. And happy birthday to the United States Army. 250 years. We need to celebrate. It's a big one. I heard they're having a nice parade in Washington. I wish I could go. I would love to see. We love parades. And unfortunately, because our work schedule and stuff, we never get to see parades anymore. As a kid, we used to go all the time. I don't know about your local parade, but one of my favorite parades was, which is the one? 4th? No, Memorial Day parade? It's been so long. Memorial Day parade would kick off in the town I grew up in. My favorite part as a little kid, they used to have, I don't know what they were, like Boy Scouts or whatever, but they used to have these Indians, like they were all dressed up as Indians. What is that?
Indian guides.
The Indian guides. And as they marched by, all the little kids dressed up as Indians. Well, today, that's not going to float. We can't do that today. I don't even know what it was. It was like Boy Scouts, right?
It was like
Girl
Boy Scouts, yeah.
Like a little club with people. I don't know what they did, but it was like some type of Indian, and the little boys and girls would march by, and they would throw like penny candies at the crowd. And as a little kid, you want candy, Tootsie Rolls, stuff like that. And that's my favorite part as a child. I remember is getting the candy. And my father used to go, my grandfather used to go, and as the parade went on, the American flag would pass where our car was, and we would sit, open up the back. We had a station wagon. I think it went down like a hatchback, and we would sit there. And as the American flag went by, my father and my grandfather would salute every flag that went by. And you could see the veterans among the Main Street. Every time the American flag went by, they would salute it. I don't know if they do that anymore. It's crazy how, I don't know. I gotta get my ass to a parade. Maybe we'll watch it later. It's gonna hopefully be on TV, and we'll see what it's about. That supposed to be a big parade. Yeah, that would be cool. I wonder what type of candy they're throwing. They probably don't do that no more. I wish. And I remember like at the beginning, all like the kids and stuff that were like riding bikes, they would all ride their bikes ahead of it, well, where I was, and you see all these bikes coming by, and then the parade would follow. Yeah, good memories, good times. And
I just like the bagpipes or the drums or stuff like that. Yeah.
Did you ever march in a parade?
I think for brownies. I did.
Oh, Jen, for brownies. I never did.
And I did the Thanksgiving Day parade in Stanford.
Oh, she held a balloon. Her and Pops held the big balloons in Connecticut and Stanford. When my father-in-law used to work for Pitney Bowes, he was chosen to be like, the anchor, the balloon anchor, the handlers,
Yeah, like the Macy's Day.
Yeah, like the Macy's Day Parade. What balloon did you have?
Archie.
Archie. Oh, you have multiple balloons?
Yeah, we did Odie.
Odie from Garfield?
Yeah.
All right. But, yeah, more?
I think we did those two.
Just those two? All right. So, Jen actually marched in the parade twice. Not me. I don't think I've ever was in the parade.
I think it was 3 times.
Yeah.
Balloon one, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, folks, I hope you watched the parade and enjoyed it, and be patriotic. And it is Flag Day, and it is 250 years of the United States Army. And you know what else is coming in November? 250 years of the United States Marine Corps. That should be good. I hope they have a parade, even better. I don't know if they will, probably not. But 250 years is something to celebrate. Yes. It absolutely is. We should be proud of where we're at, proud of our military, because if it wasn't for them,
Proud to be American.
Proud to be American. I know I am. And if it wasn't for them, we'd probably be speaking Japanese or Chinese or German. there you have it, folks. Thanks, Pops, for buying us some new flags. The Flag Island really needed them, and that's a really nice quality flag. Thank you. It's not windy. It needs to be broken in a little bit, so they're just hanging. My old Marine Corps flag was a little bit smaller. I'll keep the American flag flying for today. Tonight I'll take it down and just have the Marine Corps fly, because I'm not here all the time, so I can't take it up and down every day. At night I have the light that comes on, so if I'm a little late taking it down, the light will shine on it. But that light doesn't go all night. If it did, I would leave the flag up all the time, but I can't because I'm not here. So the Marine Corps flag stays up all the time, and I'll get a new light. Sometimes it stays on all night, sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, looks great. I love it. And I replaced all the little flags. I need one more. Yeah.
Look at the size of the tree now.
Yeah, the tree really has taken off.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Again, if you're a subscriber, you heard me say it 1,000 times. Let's go take a look what we got. So basically, if you go back to like episode 3 or 4 or whatever episode out of my 200 episode library, you'll see when Jen and it was a mess over here. I cleaned it all up, and I wanted to put a flagpole. There is a old half of an oak barrel with all the slots all missing, and there was just a big mound of dirt in it. And out of the corner of the crate was this tree growing. So what I did is I just dug a hole there, and I transferred I took it out of the oak barrel, what was left of it, and just threw it in there. And this is from 7 years now. It really took to the soil, and it's been growing. It's growing great. Eventually, probably what's going to happen is going to be as big as my flagpole, and I probably have to relocate the flagpole or make a new one or something. And that tree's going to take up the whole island. But you know what? I'm going to leave that tree. Yeah, this is where, if you go back in episodes, you'll see how I made a carving out of this piece of slate my buddy gave me. And if you look, I have to clean it up. They sell stuff to clean up the moss and crap or whatever grows on rock, so you could read it better. But it's still there. It's engraved. Those are my brothers that never came home from Fallujah, Iraq. That was with my company and with me. So they're there. I will never forget them, but I thought it would be nice to have that here at Liberty Creek, because I always carry those names with me and that time in my life. And so this is my little island. You'll see some of the rocks have fallen. That represents the fallen. And yeah, they'll stay here as long as I own the property. But that is Flag Island, and today is Flag Day. And let's go to town. You want to come with us? I'm not sure if we're going to take you. We're going to go in town. We want to swing by the store, pick up a couple batteries. Actually, what happened, I got here yesterday and the hot water wasn't working. For some reason, there's a gasket on the bottom of those hot water heaters for the battery compartment, and the battery compartment like broke the hinge on it, and I guess the gasket got lost one time, and water somehow gets in the damn thing, and it like just really makes the batteries go to shit. So I had to go and replace the batteries. I had some old batteries out of the radio, and that worked. So I put that in there. When we get back, I think we might start a fire, have a couple drinks. I have to get a little bit more food in me, or I'm gonna be falling down all over the place. I only had a wrap this morning. I did my 36-hour fast. I had a real good wrap, and I was gonna eat 2, but I was like, you know what? Let's just do 1. You know, summer's coming. So let's go to the town, see what we could get into. Maybe we'll go Twice Blast. I don't know where we're going. Jen wants to go to town. We are going to the food store. I know that. We're going to grab some stuff. Tonight, Jen's making smashed burgers on, I think, on like wraps. I don't know. She's excited about it. She's like, yeah, I want to do this. This is a good new recipe idea or whatever. I said, I'm down. I'm down to eat everything. All right.
Much later.
All right, folks, so we're back from our trip out into town. I didn't take you with me, sorry. So we started up a little fire here. We went into town and we grabbed 2 hot dogs, 2 chili dogs. They were delicious. Little prices are ridiculous. It cost me 6 and change for 1 hot dog. Not even a long dog. What is going on, folks? We actually stopped at the they have a like flea market every weekend in town, and we end up buying our plants that we usually plant up here. If we buy the plants, sometimes I'll grow them from seed, and this year I didn't, and so we bought a bunch of them, and man, you save some good money. I think individual plants that we bought would have ran me $3 a piece at Home Depot.
We got 6 6-packs.
We got 6 6-packs for $25, and mostly tomato. What else do we got?
Eggplant and peppers.
Eggplant and pepper. So Jen's in here. She's gonna start weeding. I'm gonna get the hoe and just turn it. I did get all this mulch to get rid of all this other shit growing. We might have to. I might bring the weed whacker in here and just whack all that. But let me get doing some work, clean up our garden for this year, and I'll get these in the bed so we could have a nice garden. All right. What I do is usually I dig a hole. Pops has some like little ingredient he adds to each hole.
Epsom salt.
Epsom salt. That's his secret. Oh, he grows great plants. We don't have no Epsom salt, so I'm gonna plant them. I usually spread apart the roots a little bit, pop them in. You could if you bury most of the stem up, and if you got little stems on bottom, just break them off and get more into the ground. All right, let's do it. All right, I'm gonna kind of put them close together. Doing?
They're little slicers. You slice them.
Go through some more. All right, folks, so my nose is running, but the garden looks great. We had to clean up. So, peppers, eggplant, some type of tomato, different type of tomato. We never had that type of tomato. What type of tomato?
It's like brandy wine or something.
Brandy wine tomatoes, whatever.
They're like bigger slicey.
And these are all the, where are the others?
Paste tomatoes.
Yeah, paste tomatoes, because we like making the tomato sauce. So, we're going to clean up. All right, everyone. We're sitting around the campfire. I got the campfire going pretty good right now. Let's take a look. Now, hopefully my battery won't fail me, but I've got many requests that they just want, like, the best parts of my videos when I'm running my mouth. They want to see what life is on, what we do up here, just talking around the campfire, and, you know, just what makes Jen and I tick. Now, Jen and I usually are just sitting here. She's on her phone. I know a lot of you give her shit about that, but she's actually she reads.
I'm reading from my phone.
She's reading from her phone.
I forgot my Kindle.
So she likes reading. So they read back in the 1700s, also off grid. So we had some good cheese and crackers, having a drink. Nothing too fancy. This stuff is good. Jen introduced me to like cider. I love this stuff. It's almost like a soda. And it's good. It's good to sit here and sip on it with a cigar without like getting tanked. I want to start drinking the Captain. I gotta have Vin here. We have a great time around the fire. But we're sitting up here and we're enjoying our quick weekend. Tomorrow's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all my viewers, the good dads out there. We're going to go home. We're going to go grab Pops. All my subscribers know who Pops is. We're going to grab Pops and bring him out to dinner and have a nice Father's Day. My children already took me out on Thursday because they're busy this weekend. I'll see my son, but my daughter's off and she lives in the city, so she won't be coming by. I think she's up in Pennsylvania or somewhere. So, what's been going on? There's a lot of stuff going on and this is political. Usually I don't get politics too much, but I don't really care anymore on my channel. I don't really care. And a lot of you are asking for my opinion on stuff, and I know a lot of the people that follow my channel, they know which way I lean. But I'm always open. I am a rare Republican that I used to be independent for years, but I'm rare. I'm willing to listen to anybody. If it makes sense, I kid you not, I'm willing to change my view on something. It's, I'm never was that heavy into politics, but lately, after I left the Marine Corps and stuff, I got involved, and then common sense has just gone sideways. I mean, like, it blows my mind, some of these things that are happening. So I'm going to take this time to have a rant. You don't want to hear it, shut it off now. But I think we're going to talk about just a couple of the events that are taking place right now. Right now, the hot topic on the news, if you could watch the news, because the news is just full of commercials about, erectile dysfunction and stuff like that. You can't even watch what you want to watch. You just watch it commercial after commercial. I already talked about that in a previous one. But right now, Israel and Iran are shooting missiles at each other, and that has taken the spotlight off of the ICE raids and the people protesting against ICE. Yeah, another topic right now, let's see, is the parade. Everybody's turning the parade that Donald Trump wants to have. They're saying that he's doing the parade because it's his birthday and it's not because of the Army's 250th birthday. Whatever. If you really believe that, it's on you. I think it's cool. That's just me, though. I think if President Biden did it for the Army 250th all-out, decked-out parade, put my tax money towards it. I think it's freaking awesome that we get to honor our military. What kills me is I hear these politicians, Rand Paul. Oh, well, I wouldn't do it because of the funds. I was never into that. Well, yeah, I can understand. You're not into showing off our military strength and stuff. But you got to understand, it's 250 years. We need a parade. This country needs a parade. This country needs some patriotism. It needs it. But then you got the left all, smear this great parade in the birthday of the Army. And don't be doing that shit when it's the Marine Corps' birthday, because it ain't going to work out for you. I can't wrap my mind around it. I think it's a great thing, and I hope it goes without any incidences that, give it a black eye, and these left, the people that are doing the riots for the ICE and the No King's Day. Oh, shut up. That's so freaking stupid. Listen, Donald Trump's out of office in a couple of years. Hopefully he leaves us in a good state. You lost. Suck it up. Shut up. Let's move on. Well, hey, I just say peep. I wasn't happy for the last 4 years with Biden, but it is what it is. Me crying on social media every day isn't going to change a damn thing. I hope for the best, prepare for the worst. But
The next day.
happy Father's Day to everyone. Today is Sunday. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, and usually I'm trying to boogie out of here by 10 because I got my 2.5 hour ride home. When I get home, I have my Sunday chores. I'm out here in my slippers right now. So we're a little bit slow moving at the cabin today. But I'll be out on the road by 10:30. As soon as I hang this up here, I shut this down, I'm gonna go ahead, start emptying the garbage, put everything in the back of my truck, and get out of here, because there's a lot to do when I get home to Connecticut. Got to maintain 2 properties, folks. The backyard's been cut at home, but not the front yard. My son's home probably playing video games. He doesn't help much. Pain in the ass. But anyway, yeah, that's what I have to do. I get the garbage ready. I break everything down for the recycled bin, and just do my normal straightening up, because during the week I don't have time to do much. Certain days I do, but my life is usually very busy. I'm always going, always running, and hopefully next year sometime, my job commute should be closer. So I'm hoping to free up an extra hour every day, or maybe an extra hour and a half to 2 hours every day. That's going to be cool. Extra, let's see, that would be about probably an extra like 7 hours a week that I'll be actually home and not sitting in my car going to and from work. So having a job closer will be better. And that being said, my job right now, most of the Fridays right now, I got a new schedule, is I'll be getting out of work at 2 o'clock. So if I get out of work at 2 o'clock, the drive was a pain in the ass because it's a Friday. I get home around 3:30. That's usually the time I was leaving work. So if I could get home at 3:30, I'd be able to jump in the truck. Jen will be ready. I got up here this time. I think I got up around 6:30. So it took a little bit longer. Traffic was bad, but it is what it is. But what I'm saying is I'm excited for a little bit more free time so I could get more done. Again, I kind of dropped the ball. I could have came out yesterday when, after it poured and rained, I could have came out and measured up what I want. I need to find out exactly the footprint that I'm going to put the shed over there. Once I figure that out, I go order everything and plan on taking at least like a Thursday, maybe a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or maybe just a Thursday and Friday off from work, and Saturday, Sunday. I think within 4 days I could have the whole structure up. The only problem that'll slow me down is the what I'm gonna do to put the structure on. If I'm gonna put blocks, that won't take long. I just gotta level it out. I'm really don't want to put blocks because it'll settle and it'll be uneven. But I mean, it worked here for the snack shack. It's not too bad. But that will take time if I pour cement. If I pour any type of footings myself, it's going to take time. It's going to take accuracy, and it's just going to eat up a couple days. So hopefully I'll get whatever I'm going to do for a foundation done before I have a delivery of wood, and we spend about 4 days putting it up. So stay tuned for that episode. That should always be fun. But the property looks good. Everything looks good up here. Next time I come up, again, it's going to be tall grass. I'll knock it down. And at that time, it's probably going to be nice and hot. It's going to start getting hot. We'll probably go to the lake a couple times. I'll take you with us. And just really enjoy the property. And get the snack shack rolling. Once that's rolling out here, maybe we'll get some friends and everybody come up, and we'll really enjoy the property. All right, I'm just rambling. All right, let me close this episode out. Thanks for watching. It was kind of a short one. We got a couple things done. Do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Do all those good things. Give me a thumbs up. It helps. It helps. Again, once the traction of the channel picks up, I'll give you more content. But it's not. We're stalled out. We're not really moving. And so I'm kind of stalled out too. And let me know what type of content you want. You know what I usually give you, and I'll give you more of the content that you want. If you put it down in the comments, say, hey, we love it when you do this or that or this. Right now, because that's mainly what I do, is just run my mouth like you see me doing right now. That is the content you get, because I get more people texting me, instant messaging me, emailing me, and I appreciate all my subscribers and all the people that take time to get me motivated and to say they're interested in what Jen and I do up here on our daily or our weekend trips. And all right, I'm out of stuff to say. I start rambling. I have no end in sight. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about at this point. You could probably tell when that happens. I have no subject to talk about besides I'm going home. All right, I'll see y'all on the next one. Have a blessed week. I hope everyone does something besides sit on the couch and play video games. Get out there, do something. See you in the next one. God bless. Peace.